Recently disclosed files exposed that when he perished under mysterious conditions in Paris, the former South African ambassador was not alone. He was allegedly with a secret companion. Information which has generated ripples in governmental and international spheres. This disclosure has not only revived one of the most puzzling international incidents in contemporary times, but has also cast a shadow of doubt over those who were formerly nearest to him. Before we delve deeper into this sensational story of authority, romance and betrayal, it's important acknowledging that NATHI MTHETHWA was no typical diplomat. He was a seasoned statesman, a politician formerly regarded as invulnerable in governmental spheres, an individual who navigated through corridors of influence with both charisma and command. Behind the polished speeches and diplomatic smiles, however, it now seems that there lay secrets powerful enough to cause the destruction of all he symbolized. According to multiple investigative accounts, MTHETHWA had traveled to Paris on an ostensibly official assignment. Government documents indicated that he was attending a series of confidential meetings with European commercial representatives. What none of them understood at the time, however, was that he had prolonged his stay discreetly for private matters. Matters that, according to hotel invoices and confidential intelligence files, were anything but official. Recently uncovered travel documentation and accommodation registration records supposedly revealed that an unidentified woman had checked into the same luxury Paris hotel hours prior to MTHETHWA'S arrival. She paid with currency, registered under a false identity, and was situated in a neighboring suite. Both accommodations reserved through unofficial channels instead of the standard diplomatic procedures. To the detectives, this detail raised suspicions instantly. Hotel employees who observed him on the night of his demise have eventually emerged with their testimonies of what they witnessed. Personnel accounts that MTHETHWA last dined with a woman described as sophisticated, refined, and clearly very close with him. Their seating was secluded, separated from the main restaurant area, and arranged by hotel security at MTHETHWA's request. Hours afterward, circumstances would become private and then catastrophic. Medical responders were called to MTHETHWA's suite when there were notifications of a health crisis. It was too late when they arrived. The ambassador expired at the location. What astonished responders most, however, was not the passing of a foreign representative. It was the disappearance of the woman who had been with him only hours earlier. She had vanished completely. No documentation of her travel papers. No departure records, no surveillance recordings aside from some unclear images captured by a peripheral hallway camera. French officials initially attributed MTHETHWA's demise to natural circumstances, suspecting an unexpected heart failure, but recent proof and the latest leaks suggest there was substantially more to the narrative. An informant within the South African diplomatic mission in Paris confidentially revealed that the enigmatic woman could not have been a random acquaintance after all. Some claim she was connected to senior governmental figures in Pretoria. One account suggests she might have formerly worked as a communications consultant during MTHETHWA's tenure in the Foreign Affairs Department years earlier. Another is naming a foreign national with ties in powerful corporate sectors under scrutiny for financial fraud and improper dealings with government-controlled entities. If this is accurate, the ramifications are enormous. This alleged association could explain why various official documents regarding MTHETHWA's Paris journey was abruptly classified in the days following his passing. There's no reason to classify standard diplomatic documentation, stated one former intelligence expert familiar with embassy protocols, unless, naturally, the journey involved something that couldn't withstand public examination. Within 48 hours of the occurrence, diplomatic personnel were ordered to secure MTHETHWA's private possessions and limit access to all electronic equipment. His computer, 2 mobile devices, and handwritten journals were allegedly confiscated by embassy protection and then discreetly transported to South Africa under diplomatic immunity. French detectives who had originally been delegated to the investigation were abruptly substituted after a subtle appeal from Pretoria. The circumstances of the replacement has generated speculation that superior officials may have intervened to suppress potential repercussions. And currently, with new disclosures of an enigmatic companion, the theory that the passing of Mthwa might not have been natural has gained renewed momentum. Some governmental commentators even suggest that the ambassador might have been eliminated either to conceal some confidential intelligence or to prevent him from exposing a wider graft operation. The Mthwa relatives, who until recently had stayed predominantly quiet, recently ended their silence in a heartfelt public declaration. "We have been presented many narratives," one relative stated, suppressing emotion. "But none have provided us closure. All we desire is the reality." The relatives also revealed that several private items were also missing when Mthwa's remains was returned to South Africa, including his private mobile and his laptop. The two are believed to contain crucial intelligence regarding his final days, including potentially texts, correspondence, or communication records, which may disclose who he encountered and what was discussed in Paris. These developments have triggered a governmental upheaval back home. Informants in the governing organization, the ANC, have indicated that Mthwa's alleged relationship was not widely recognized among senior representatives, but it was maintained secret so as not to harm reputations and trigger controversy. Others in rival factions alleged that the mysterious woman could have been an agent positioned to extract confidential intelligence or get the ambassador to incriminate himself. More frightening, however, are mounting suspicions that his passing was an execution disguised as a romantic scandal intended to divert the public from broader corruption investigations Mthwa was allegedly to have been pursuing. French authorities have now resumed various aspects of the examination discreetly after obtaining new genetic samples collected from the hotel accommodation. Preliminary testing is reported to have detected an incomplete female genetic signature which is believed to belong to the woman seen with Mthwa. If confirmed, it can initiate an international crisis, one that not only reveals her identity but could potentially link her with senior governmental and corporate authorities in multiple nations. While both the French and South African administrations have stayed formally silent, requests for statements at the diplomatic mission and Department of International Relations have been answered with silence. Nevertheless, knowledgeable informants assert that the growing worldwide attention is making it progressively harder to suppress the narrative. On digital platforms, the incident is now a complete national obsession. South Africans divided into those who believe the ambassador passed from natural factors and those who believe he was caught in a network of deception and disloyalty. Digital discussions intensified with social labels demanding justice from Mthwa circulating for days. Analysts and specialists now warn that the revelations emerging may expose networks of entrenched graft and challenge the international relations of South Africa with its European allies. Investigative specialists connected to the inquiry have indicated that new chemical analysis findings could be released shortly. Examinations that may determine if Mthwa's passing was through toxins or a cardiac-related occurrence. If that is verified, it would eliminate any remaining doubt of criminal activity. With each new detail uncovered, one truth cannot be disputed: that this narrative transcends attraction or misfortune. It is a chronicle of influence, of confidentialities, and the hazardous intersection of private choices and governance. For the present, the world anticipates. The name of the mysterious woman, the absent electronics, and the sealed documents, all may separately hold the answer to revealing what truly occurred on that tragic evening in Paris. Was NATHI MTHETHWA a casualty of a prohibited affair turned deadly, or was he murdered to protect secrets too dangerous to reveal? Regardless of what the facts may prove to be, one element is undeniable. This narrative is only just commencing. Do you believe Ambassador Mthwa's passing was a heartbreaking accident or the concealment of something far greater? Let us know your thoughts in the discussion area below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more developing coverage on South Africa's most shocking governmental mysteries. Because when the reality finally surfaces, it might not only transform the final segment of NATHI MTHETHWA'S narrative, it could transform South African history itself.